Hey y'all, welcome back to another video. So, yesterday's Apple event was literally spring-loaded, as the motto had promised. There were so many releases and of just so many insane things all at the same time. It was kind of a sensory overload moment. My dad sent me the link. He's like, oh, here's how to watch the Apple event tomorrow. And I was like, I'm already watching it live. I'm good. And yeah, I got the notification on YouTube and it was like, oh, we're counting down. And I was like, okay. So yeah, waited in the countdown until the event started, and boy, I wasn't really ready for it. I don't think a lot of people were, but a lot of amazing things, like I said, came out. One product in particular that was rumored for forever, AirTags, which are amazing for me because I literally lose everything. Even when I think I put it somewhere that I won't forget where it is, I do forget where it is. So to have beacons basically attached to my belongings would be nothing short of magical, because yeah, I lose everything. It would be amazing for me to be able to have, like I said, to just attach a beacon to my stuff and just be like, hey, blah, 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 where did I put this? And, in her usual snarky way, she'll lead me to where my thing is. It's great. Also, with the way that you can get guided to your items, using the new U1 chipset and the newer iPhone 12s, for me, that's just incredible. I've always sort of pictured a world in my head, sort of on the back burner because I don't want people to think I'm insane. But like I said, I've always sort of pictured a world where I could just ask my phone or ask the assistant hanging on my wall, where something is, or how far away I am from it, or how long it would take me to get there. And it's crazy now that that's a reality, that you can just literally go on your phone and then be like, oh, where is this? And then if you're like, oh, I won't even tell you where it is, I'll lead you directly to it, and then I'll also tell you when you get there. So it's sort of warmer, 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 cold, warmer, warmer, cold, warm. You're right here. It's great. That is just incredible. It's like I said, it's basically magic. And now probably moving on to arguably my most favorite part of the whole event in general, the new purple iPhone 12. When Tim Cook just decided to drop it on everybody and just play the ad for it, I was dying. It was just incredible. I was like, yes, we needed a purple 12. We already had a purple 11. We just needed a purple 12. And it's beautiful. And the fact that it's just called purple too on top of that, it's just beauty and simplicity. It's incredible. I want one. I want a purple iPhone 12. They're just beautiful. But I want a 12 mini because they're cute and they're small. They're still fast. They're still insanely good at everything. They're just tiny and mini and really cute and adorable and stuff. I feel like it would fit me better than a bigger cell phone, because I've had an 8 Plus. I've had my share of big phones. And I am a fan of the screen real estate. I'm just not a fan of not being able to use it with one hand, even though I have giant hands. So yeah, I would absolutely love a purple iPhone 12 mini. That would just be. And now another segment of the event that totally psyched me out, that I got way too excited for, was the little skit that they played where he took the M1 chip out of something else and just dropped it into an iPad and just... I need an M1 iPad. I need all of these M1 machines badly. I used to do a lot of editing on my MacBook. Not that it can't handle it, because it's in 2020, so it's not too old. It's just iMovie can be used on any iOS device, any Apple device, so I guess it makes it pretty, well, not the watch, I guess, but mainly every iOS device. So, I mean, it makes it pretty easy to just take iMovie everywhere with you. If I had Final Cut, on the other hand, then yeah, I would be all in for an M1 MacBook because, well, I would need that kind of power. YouTubers need that kind of power with editing and stuff. I mean, for me, iMovie just works for now, but for the future, who knows? Budget might increase, who knows? But, it's just glorious that these devices are even available now, because this means, like, in the future, if I want an M1 machine, they're already there. I don't have to, like, you know, wait a couple more years for it, because the M1 ecosystem is already rising. Like, it's already being established. It's already established. It's been established. You know, not completely. It hasn't all come at once, but the Macs were definitely a brilliant step forward. That was definitely a step in the best direction, in my opinion. And the fact that they're in iPads now is just even more insane. The stats are insane. Like, the things you can do are insane. You can use controllers now for gaming on the iPads, next generation controllers, and that's pretty dope. I mean, I don't have a next gen console, but you know, for people that do, that's pretty lit. I mean, I think one of the people presenting literally said it was insanely fun. You know, so I mean, if that doesn't tell you what it is, I don't know what will. But yeah, it's just like crazy. I just already love that ecosystem is already a thing now. So when I go into Apple next, I'm like, hey, I need an upgrade. And then they can be like, oh, I mean, by then they'll probably have M1X or something else, who knows, but they'll be like, oh, okay, which M1 would you like? Do you want the Pro? Do you want the Air? It's great. Yeah, it's amazing. M1 is the future. Oh, and talking about the new iMac, okay, I see you, coming in 7 colors. Absolutely gorgeous. Like, I literally flipped when I saw what the new iMacs looks like. They're stunning. It is a return to color, a return to the roots, you know? It's great. They're beautiful. Like I said, there's 7 of them. So there's 7 different colors to pick from. The keyboards all match now. They have new configurations as well. They have color matching mouses as well, so the Magic Mice match now. And and the cable is also color matched as well, and it's braided. It's a little bit more braided this time, so it won't fray as easily, which is, you know, like an offering from the gods. Thank you for braided cables. They are honestly so much better, you know, knock on wood. But yeah, like, so many brilliant new things. Like, they complete the new speaker system, the new mic system, the new camera system, the best camera system in a Mac, the best sound system in a Mac. Insane. Absolutely crazy. And I don't even know which iMac that I would get, because literally any of those colors could speak to me as a person. It's amazing. And the price points are all still, you know, I mean, it's Apple, so you gotta still keep that in mind, but prices are still pretty good, actually. Like, I was kind of surprised to find out that some of them were a lot cheaper than they had previously been, which is nice, because you usually don't see a drop unless, you know, it's unless it's about to be replaced by something else. So that was good. It was nice to see a Mac that wasn't $3,000 for once. Yeah, it's just like the display, absolutely insane display. Like, so many brilliant things, so many new brilliant things that they did, that they just needed to happen, because the iMac hadn't had a redesign in how many years, and people were complaining about the last generation and that it was slowing down and it wasn't performing like it should be, and, you know, people were needing a complete refresh, and I would say this is a refreshment and more. This is like Apple saying, we're not only answering your questions, we're also doing the classic, here's what you didn't know what you needed. And it's great in so many different ways. You can run so many applications at the same time, do whatever you want, all simultaneously, without losing any speed, without having any drops in performance at all. Like, it's just, like I keep saying, magic. Also, can't forget about the new Apple TV that they've announced. New Siri remote that looks a lot better than the previous versions, with a button on the side, which is nice. It's convenient. I personally do not own an Apple TV. We don't own one, but I have used my auntie and uncles before, and I do understand where a lot of people were coming from when they were saying how annoying the old button placement for Siri was, and how they wished it was in a different spot, or how it should have been on the side. They've answered that question, at least, so that's good. But not only did they do that, they also gave us a little touch wheel, which, in my opinion, like, threw me back to the old iPod days with, like, the old cycle wheel. So that, I mean, in my opinion, that was sort of like, it sort of harkened back to those older Apple days for me, sort of made me feel pretty nostalgic. So that was pretty powerful. Don't know if they did that on purpose, or if they even realized that. I mean, they probably did everything on purpose. But yeah, for me, that was a pretty cool sort of nostalgia trip. So, I mean, good on Apple for reminding us of the good old days again. And also, I don't also really listen to podcasts. I mean, I do sometimes, only when people recommend them to me though, because I mean, I don't usually sit there for a couple hours and listen to people talk. I mean, if I want to do that, it's called talk radio. But I don't listen to podcasts, but there's also a new little bit of a redesign in the podcast app, new artwork. There is a new subscription service coming. Like I said, I don't know a whole ton about it, if anything really, because I mean, I watched the event yesterday, but I don't listen to podcasts. I've only visited the app when I've had to, only searched, whatever. So I'm not completely familiar with the podcast thing. So if I did get anything wrong, please correct me. But yeah, so that is with podcasts and Apple TV. And also the brilliant luggage tags and keychains of the AirTags. Those accessories are also amazing, that you can clip them to a variety of items with a variety of clips. You're not just stuck with the key ring, which can kind of be a pain to put on everything, I would assume, because there are things that you can't just, like slip a key ring onto. Like, if you're putting it on a teddy bear, you can't just like slip the key ring onto its hand and be like, oh, it'll stay. It's not going to stay. It's not going to go on. I mean, it might go on as a bracelet. I don't know. But yeah, I mean, it won't stay. So it's really nice. Really, really nice that they included the options of different tags. So you can just have one for your suitcase, or just have one for your teddy bear, or just have one for your lanyard or whatever. So I really do like that versatility there. They're definitely giving us a lot of options as to which items that we are going to be putting the AirTags on. And nonetheless, let's talk about price points. Probably the cheapest Apple product I've ever heard of in my entire life. Only like one AirTag starts at $29. A pack of 4 is only $99. Like I said, the first $29 is the cheapest thing I've ever heard Apple sell. Like, it's just crazy for me to go on the event and be like, oh, one AirTag is only $29 and a pack of 4 is only $99. I'm like, are you sure this is the same company that sold the iPhone 10s for $1,000? I mean, sometimes it's a little confusing. Like, the company that makes $1,500 iPhones also makes an AirTag that only sells for $30. But I mean, they have money, so I'm guessing it's probably not much of an issue for them, if at all. But yeah, new iPad accessories too. We got new keyboards with the M1 iPads. New sizes as well. We have a bigger one. I don't have the exact dimensions in my head remembered right now. I've only had a copy so far, so apologize for that. But we do have a white keyboard and a black keyboard with backlit keys, which is amazing. And which actually brings me to my other point with the new keyboards for the iMacs, which still don't have backlit keys in them. Every other keyboard does. The built-in keyboards do. So don't know why that's not a thing, but maybe they're bracing us for another redesign with backlit iMac keyboards. Maybe that'll happen in September. Who knows? Who knows? I mean, if anyone knows Apple, they don't really hold back on their releases. So maybe that'll be a thing in September. I'm not calling in because I'm most likely going to get it wrong. But yeah, so who knows? Maybe AirPods. Also, maybe we'll see AirPods, something about those in September. Again, I'm not going to call it. But yeah, those rumors have also been floating around for quite a bit, quite a while at least, that I've been seeing lately. So maybe we'll see something about the new generation of AirPods, who knows? And the new generation of iPhones. Obviously, that's not that, along with iOS 15, isn't going to drop until sometime in the fall. I'm assuming, at least, because that's usually what happens. They usually have an event in their WWDC event in the spring, and they hold their big release event in the fall, usually. So we'll see what happens there. Like I said, maybe something about iPhones and AirPods. But yeah, that concludes this video, this quick little brief recap of the Apple event that I freaked out over yesterday. I hope you all enjoyed the video. If you did, you already know what to do. Leave a like and tap the bell if you don't want to miss another upload. I love all of you, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.